Hi, everyone. Thank you for participating in this week's discussion that a national prescription drug plan be available to all Canadians. Once again, I would like to thank my debate partner, Kasia, for introducing important discussion points in strong arguments which are in favor of national pharmacare. I will now proceed to give my closing remarks. In this statement of closure, I will highlight systemic issues with the affirmative claims, as previously addressed in my rebuttal. I will also restate my position and briefly summarize my points, which are made in my argument. As identified in this debate, there are structural issues with the affirmative's position that a national prescription drug plan should be made available to all Canadians. The pharmaceutical needs of Canadians cannot be met by one central drug formulary alone. Given the diversity of healthcare needs for patients requiring prescription medication, including all available drugs in one formulary would not be feasible. This will result in some patients being left out of a national pharmacare plan, with the potential for marginalization. The affirmative side has not adequately addressed this concern, maintaining the argument that a national pharmacare plan appeals to the greater good. This is synonymous with a utilitarian approach in healthcare ethics that seeks to do the best for the most people. Using this logic, the affirmative side recognizes that a national prescription drug plan does not have to accommodate all Canadians. In the affirmative's argument for a national prescription drug plan, concerns about cost containment versus value have not been addressed. In my rebuttal, it was noted that countries with national pharmacare, similar to Canada, engage in purchasing strategies that prioritize savings and often overlook value and medication efficacy. I have provided a real-life example of mandated substitutions here in Canada, which have resulted in harm to patients and unnecessary healthcare spending. Is Canada prepared to respond to incidents like this at the national level? The affirmative's argument is rooted in fiscal responsibility and saving taxpayers' money. However, as I have shown, savings in one area could result in spending for others. Before proceeding with the National Prescription Drug Plan, safeguards must be enacted to ensure quality is not compromised at the expense of cost. This could also be implemented by extending the authority of government regulatory bodies, such as the Health Products and Food Branch, and federal organizations that currently oversee provisions of drugs entering Canada. In conclusion, the National Prescription Drug Plan could benefit Canadians and improve healthcare delivery in our country. At the outset of this debate, I firmly believed that pharmacare was exclusively beneficial and should have been implemented years ago. I worried that I would have a difficult time finding evidence to support the opposition's claim. However, after learning about the current gaps in provincial drug coverage and seeing examples of other countries with national prescription coverage, I now understand that this issue is complex and requires further consideration. Given the significant disparities in drug coverage that exist across the country, Canada must ensure that any national drug program is executed precisely the very first time. Before we can bridge the gap that exists for patients living in different provinces and having contrasting socioeconomic needs, these logistical questions must be addressed. Therefore, I conclude this debate and ask the audience to consider the facts and ideas presented, which demonstrates clearly that Canada is not prepared to implement a national prescription drug program. Thank you, everyone, for following along with our presentation. Please feel free to check out my ePortfolio page, which features more of my scholarly work and some blog posting. Wishing everyone a great summer semester. Take care. Hi, everyone.